house, which is super exciting. Look, I flew in on the red eye this morning from Las Vegas from the Fancy Food Fest, and I just finished prepping the show, and I was like, Tony Luke's going to be joining us too? Okay, I love what I see. It's great to see you all, and we have 2 big hours together.
Yes, we do. We've got
All right.
great products to get started with.
Yes, we do. All right, so let's get the show running with always something very popular, supremely dippable, crunchy. If you love shrimp, this is the 150 count of the mini Japanese style fried shrimp. Now, these are the ebi shrimp that has that like nobashi style where it's kind of stretched out, and Brittany will tell us all about it. But if you want to do some dipping, if you want something for the big game that's so delicious, it's $79. You're getting 150 of them. And an easy pay, $26.33. Now it's 3 pounds in total. You do have an auto delivery option every 90 days for a year, and more of these just came back into stock. So jump on them while you can. It's M67775, and Brittany Rastelli is going to join us. She brings us, well, she's the director of culinary, of course, but when we see her, you know we're going to be talking about Egg Harbor, which is the seafood division of Rastelli, which is our #1 food brand here at QVC. Hi, girl. It's nice to see you.
It's good to see you too. So tonight we're starting the show off with the mini ebi shrimp. So if everybody has seen the ebi shrimp that we have many other times, these are the smaller ones. These are the more bite-sized ones, the more appetizer-friendly ones. These are great for taco night. They're so versatile, and the list goes on and on. But what I love about these, I'm sure everybody's probably noticing this elongated shape here.
Yeah.
It's really great finger food. And again, it's really versatile and just easy to prep that we can use this in so many different dishes. But we refer to this as a Japanese style shrimp for 2 reasons. Again, this elongated shape that you're seeing here, this is called the art of nobashi. So nobashi is where we kind of elongate that shrimp. It gets cleaned, deveined, and then stretched into this nice straight form, and the tail is left on to make it a really fun finger food, so we can do some great dipping with all of our favorite sauces. And then we add a panko breadcrumb as well. So those 2 elements are the only thing that makes it Japanese style. It's a really sweet shrimp that we're using. It has an incredible snap to it. And again, we take that tail off, we clean it, we devein it, we stretch it, and it is a whole shrimp on the interior, Julia. And I always like to cut one in half and just show everybody that, because sometimes when you see a fried shrimp, maybe in your grocery store or in a restaurant that's just mass producing them,
right,
a lot of times it's a chopped up, formed back together something that looks like shrimp.
I didn't know that.
But this definitely is that whole shrimp. So you've got that beautiful bite to it, and then it really just has a wonderful ratio of breading to the shrimp. So overall, it's going to be a delicious appetizer that we can serve when we're entertaining. Put them right in the air fryer or right in your oven.
From frozen?
Or in your toaster oven from frozen. So again, nice and easy. You're receiving 150 of these guys.
That's a lot of little shrimpies.
That's a lot of little shrimpies.
Right? Now, I know we have some animation standing by that we're going to take a look in just a minute, but right now Brittany is showing us all the versatility when you get these shrimp home, because make no doubt about it, the shrimp is still the star. Egg Harbor, the seafood division of Rastelli's, is all about knowing your source, and they bring us the most culinary forward products that are easy for you and me to prepare at home, but you can do so much with it, whether it is the center of the plate, whether it's a big plate of appetizers with a bunch of different dipping sauces. It can really be that versatile piece that is so crunchy and shrimpy and sweet and succulent. And I think we have that animation if you want to talk us through.
Yes, this is the art of nobashi. Everybody always kind of wants to know how it's done, and it's just like that. The shrimp has been peeled, cleaned, and deveined. Then it is stretched out. That is the art of nobashi. That is what that means. And then we quickly dip that into a panko breadcrumb that has been very lightly seasoned, flash fry it, and you finish cooking this at home in your air fryer or in your oven. So I love my air fryer, Julia. We talk about this all the time.
I really do.
Because it just takes about 12 minutes, and then you get this gorgeous kind of golden brown finish on your shrimp. And then from here, you know, tonight we're gonna do taco night. I do this with the kids all the time because I just always seem to have all of the taco fixings at the house. And then who doesn't like tomatoes? Who doesn't like lettuce? Who doesn't like sauce? They just kind of build their own. And then my husband and I can really build these how we like to. But at least I feel really great about the protein.
Right.
My kids are really wonderful when it comes to salmon, but other fish, they still like them crunchy. So this is something that I can get the kids to eat, not lie to them about what it is. This is fried shrimp. And I don't have to tell any sort of stories with that.
You don't have to trick them into it.
I don't have to trick them in, but we can have, you know, a beautiful taco night together with these. And then again, 150 of these guys are what you're going to be receiving. So if you want to take them out of the box and kind of stuff them around your freezer, it's going to come to you like this. Again, that's something else that I do. Just because I know this is an item that's going from frozen right into the oven or the toaster oven. So you just take them out, you can stuff them around your freezer. You can see that these don't have that beautiful golden brown color yet. It's because you do have to finish cooking these at home.
And I love
They're not
how
completely pre-cooked.
I love how you keep the tails on, so it's like having a little handle. So it's really easy to dip and dip or place wherever you like. Now remember, there is auto delivery here. Keep a good thing coming. And let me tell you, this is a real good thing. And we don't always have them in stock. They just came back every 90 days for an entire year. And remember, that's 150 of these with that very specialized process, that Nobashi art. $79, 150 of them. You get this home, ships for free, $26.33 on your 3 easy pays. It's M67775. It's just a crowd pleaser, right? We had the big game right around the corner. Yes. I was just in Vegas, so I saw a lot of those football games going on and a lot of cheering and all those casinos and restaurants and bars. This is
a lot of excitement.
This is like a nice, fun thing that you could put out if you're the one hosting the big game, or if you're just showing up to someone else's house and they're like, bring an appetizer. This is perfect.
Exactly, exactly. This is one of the easiest appetizers. I hosted Christmas this year for 31 people. Duh. I know. And this was one of the appetizers that I did, and I did it exactly like this. The night before, I set up my little plate, my little sauces in the center here, and then when the day came, I threw them in the oven because I needed to make a lot of them. And then I set up my plate and my dipping sauces in the middle, and this was one of the appetizers that literally, Julia, took no time at all, and it was a crowd pleaser.
Of course. So, who doesn't love good, crispy fried shrimp?
I don't know.
I don't know. No,
and if you do want to make it a little bit more casual, you take it in a nice big bowl, toss it around with some buffalo sauce or your favorite hot sauce or hot honey. And then you kind of have that game day food too, right?
Hot
so
honey.
It's super versatile in that sense that whether you're entertaining, honestly, my husband gets a little hangry. I mean, I do too. But he does get hangry. And one time he called me on the way home from work, and we had a dinner to go to that was like 2 hours after that. He was like, I'm starving. Okay. So I took 5 of them, threw them into the air fryer, and by the time he got home, he had his little snack, and then, you know, he was happy again.
Well, that's the great thing about a count like this. Like, you could make this for an entire crowd, and everyone's happy. Or you can just do a few at a time when you just want a little snack, when you want that snap and that sweetness of the shrimp, and you want the crunchiness of that panko, and you want to try all the different sauces. Maybe it's a hoisin. I love the idea of hot honey. A spicy mayo would be really good. Maybe like a chipotle aioli that you drizzle over that. That would be great in your tacos that you made. $79 for 150 of them. The versatility is through the roof. It's a crowd pleaser for everyone. It's the center of the plate, or it's just your little appies. You can do whatever you want with these, and that's what we love to put in our freezers, especially from Egg Harbor, where you always know your source. It's just something that is pure satisfaction.
It is. And I mean, again, it kind of goes with any season. Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you want to cook up a steak, split that in half and then air fry maybe 10 of these. You have a beautiful surf and turf for the 2 of you.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so great with the filet medallions that are coming up.
Exactly.
Right.
So this is something that pairs really well with meat if you did want to do that surf and turf. But I mean, I feel like a breaded shrimp is always such a, almost like a seafood comfort food,
Right.
in the sense that we can do a lot with it. Let's say you're trying to incorporate more seafood into your diet this year. This is a great way. Throw a salad together, put these in the air fryer. And again, they're really, they're mini, so you can do a lot with them. Just have a couple, have a lot. You don't have to feel, like you're making this big thing that you might not be eating. Just take out what you need. They're IQF frozen, meaning they're individually quick frozen. So that's another thing. They're not going to be all stuck together in the bag. I know a lot of times, sometimes with frozen food that you purchase, when you put it in the car, it sort of starts to defrost. You get home, you put it back in the freezer, and it freezes all back together. It's not going to happen with these guys.
IQF. I just learned something new. I've been working with you for almost 6 years. I've never heard that term before. IQF.
See, that's your thing of the day.
Quick, frozen. I love it.
Exactly, you got it.
You know what these remind me of? When you were building up those tacos, because there's something that's synonymous in my brain of like a fried shrimp taco and Santa Barbara. Like they would have the best fried shrimp tacos in Santa Barbara in California with just like an avocado crema, a little bit of cabbage, some mango salsa on top of it, and just makes me feel like I'm seaside again. That's one of my favorite cities in the entire world. That is my happy place. I always go to Santa Barbara when I go home.
And I love that you talk about how this reminds you of like a California fresh avocado crema dish.
Yeah.
Because it can be. It can be something that's really, really satisfying in the summer. Maybe you make a quick citrus salsa. Maybe you're growing your own vegetables outside and you make a tomato cucumber salad with these. And it's beautiful. But then again, when it's really cold, like it is today here,
my gosh.
and you want to do like a buffalo sauce and have some comfort food, or serve it with mashed potatoes and asparagus like I have here. It works for so many different flavor profiles, just because with Egg Harbor, you're starting with a really beautiful shrimp that's nice and simple with those Japanese panko breadcrumbs, giving us a really pretty just snap of that sweetness of the shrimp, and then just hugging this, as you can see here,
what I love
with the panko.
about a crispy fried shrimp is that it's seasonless. It is your like warm, comforting food, or it's fresh and like outside by the sea. It doesn't really matter the season, which is why I think you should lock this in on auto delivery, because you can always create it to whatever you want it to be for that season. $79, you're getting 150 of them every 90 days for a year when you lock it in on auto delivery. We don't always have these. These just came back into stock. I gotta tell you, Brittany, I was in the desert. I was in Las Vegas, which was not cold, by the way, but it was not like it is here. I'm flying in this morning, 8:30 in the morning, and I open my window and it's just snow covered. Oh my goodness. That was quite the snow you guys had. I missed it all.
We're having a little bit of a chilly front here in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for sure. So staying in is definitely on the menu for us. So having great things available in our freezer that are easy to prepare, like these. I mean, it couldn't be simpler. They're already ready for you to just put into the oven, your toaster oven or your air fryer, and you get 150 of them to really stretch a long way.
Yeah. Okay, 150 for $79. Auto delivery every 90 days for a year. Grab this on 3 easy monthly payments, $26.33. If you haven't tried them yet and you're trying them for the first time, I think you're going to fall in love with them. They're just so good. It's M67775.